everybody, it's Danny, and today I have for you a review on a Crumble Co. wax. This wax today is Sexy Pumpkin Man, and according to the clamshell, it smells of apple, pear, and cherry with pumpkin and sweet spice. This one, you guys, smelled so good. Smelled so much like fall. It was it was good. It was good. But this one's also really weird. This one's really strong. So it's like you really only have to let it melt for 10 or 15 minutes, and then you can turn it off and your house it smells for a good chunk of the day. Like I said, it says apple, pear, and cherry with pumpkin and sweet spice. Let me open up the... Yeah. You can kind of smell a little bit of the cherry, but you can't... I don't smell apple and I don't smell pear. I barely smell cherry. It just smells mostly of kind of pumpkin spicy is how I would describe it, but it smells really good. Honestly, I would buy this one again. This one smells super delicious. Like I said, it is kind of strong, and it borders on overpowering. Because even when I first bought this, because you're supposed to let them sit and cure for 2 weeks at least. And then obviously the longer you let them sit, supposedly the better the scent is. And I let this sit. This sat for probably 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks, closer to 3 weeks maybe. I don't know, it sat for a minute, maybe a month. I don't know, you know what I mean? It sat for between 2 weeks and a month before I melted it. And it was so strong. But like I said, even when I first bought it, it was the strongest scented one out of all of them. And like I said, when I melted it, it was so strong. You set them in, you let it melt completely, then you let it sit for an extra 5 or so minutes after it's completely melted, and then you would turn it off because it was so strong. And and then the whole house would still smell pretty decent for a good at least an hour or hour and a half, and you could still really smell it. Just walking by the wax warmer, if the wax warmer wasn't even on, you could smell it. Which is usually not the case for me. I mean, there are certain scents, you walk by, you can kind of smell it, when you walk, if you right there, right by the wax warmer, even when they're not on. But for the most part, when the wax warmer is not on, you really don't smell the waxes. Well, this one, even when the wax warmer was off, if you walked by the wax warmer, you could really smell it. It did last a little bit. My foot's falling asleep. It did last a little bit longer than the other waxes, because mostly in my experience with the Crumble Co. waxes, for me personally, they last roughly about a week each. A bar lasts me about a week because I use one whole bar whenever I change my wax, because you get 6 cubes, and I have 5 warmers, and I put 2 cubes in my big warmer that's in my living room, because my living room is my biggest room. So I put one room in my bed. I put 1 cube in my bedroom, 1 cube in my son's room, 1 cube in my other son's room, 1 cube in my kitchen, and 2 cubes in my living room. And that scents pretty much the whole house. This one had really good throw too. I could smell it everywhere. And like I said, it lasted about a week and a half, a little bit longer than normal. So that's a good thing. That's really good. You just gotta be careful, especially when you first put it in there and it's really strong, because like I said, it borderlines overpowering, and it does that for the first 2 days, 2-3 days, depending. So for the first, day or two, be careful. Don't let it melt too long because it, like I said, it gets overpowering, and then, you know, after you've been using it a day or two, it chills out a little, so it's not so bad. Oh god, I'm sorry, guys. I would definitely recommend this one, and I would definitely buy this one again. This one was so good, and it's so good. All right, so that's my review. I know I didn't really say much, but these reviews are always pretty short, because like I said, there's only so much I can say, you know, like, did I like it? Yes. Would I buy it again? Probably. Like I said, the scent, I didn't really smell too much apple, pear, or cherry. I smelled a little bit of cherry, but to me it mostly smelled like the pumpkin and the sweet spice. So, and like I said, borderline overpowering, but it does last, but like I said, the scent on this one lasts for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, as opposed to the other bars, which usually last me a week, sometimes less. So if you buy these from this company, Crumble Co., if you their waxes are like softer. Like if you buy like a Walmart wax, and you know how they're really hard. Like they're easy to break, obviously, among their, like, on their little lines to make the cubes, but like they're hard. These ones are very soft. Almost, you know, they're a softer wax. So if you buy these and you are having trouble with the scents and stuff, like only lasting like a couple of days and you just don't smell it anymore or whatever, I have been told that you can take a silicone cupcake liner, just get like cheapy ones from like the dollar store or, you know, eBay or something, and put them in like the warmer part of your wax warmer and put the wax cube inside the cup, the silicone cup, because A, it makes cleanup way easier. You can just pop it out of the silicone liner, but also apparently having that little bit of silicone will create a barrier between the warmer and the wax, so the wax doesn't get too hot too quick, and it doesn't burn out the fragrance as quickly. Because I guess that's a big thing, because this wax is so much softer. It doesn't need to be warmed as hot as, say, like a Walmart wax. And some wax warmers just burn too hot, and it'll burn through your oil, like the fragrance oil, and then you can't smell anything anymore. So I'm going to actually get some of those. I'm going to try them out, and I'll let you guys know if it makes it any better or whatever. So, all right. That was my review. Like I said, I really like this one, Sexy Pumpkin Man. I totally recommend it. I will probably buy this one again. The reason why, you guys, whenever I say, like, I don't know, like, I have a lot of wax to burn too, but then, like, every time I buy new wax, it's like never repeat wax. And that's not because I didn't like the waxes that I've burned. It's mostly just because there's so many different scents I want to try that it's like, do I want to spend money on one I know I like, or do I want to spend money on one that I have been wanting to try? You know what I mean? So a lot of times it'll be like, you know, either all new waxes, or it'll be like new wax with like one repeat wax. So, okay, that is my review, and kind of a weird like side tangent, but whatever. I'll talk to you later. Bye.